Welcome to the Get Fit Guys, quick and dirty tips to get moving and shape up. My name is Brock Armstrong, and I'm the Get Fit Guy. Exercise, like walking, swimming, and even dancing, have been shown to be good for your memory, but the optimal intensity of that exercise has been unclear until now. A recent study that was published in the Journal of Applied Physiology, Nutrition, and Metabolism has some very exciting findings in the fight against memory loss and dementia. And I probably don't need to tell you how debilitating dementia can be if you've experienced it with someone you care about. And, well, if you haven't, count yourself lucky. The World Health Organization, the WHO, says that around 50 million people worldwide have dementia. Nearly 60% of those live in low and middle income countries. And every year, there are nearly 10 million new cases. And to make matters worse, the total number of people with dementia is projected to reach 82 million in 2030 and 152 million by 2050. Currently, there is no treatment or cure for dementia, or even a way to alter its progression. That makes preventative treatments, such as the study I'm focusing on in this episode today, even more exciting. Thankfully, numerous new treatments are being investigated, which are at various stages of clinical trials, so it's not all doom and gloom. Although there is no cure, there are several things that can be done to support and improve the lives of individuals who have dementia, including early diagnosis in order to promote early and optimal management, optimizing physical health, cognition, activity, and well-being, identifying and treating accompanying physical illness, detecting and treating challenging behavioral or psychological symptoms, providing information and long-term support to carers, and, as I'm focusing on today, movement and exercise play a role in brain health as well. Now, exercise affects the brain in many ways. To start with, exercising regularly increases your heart rate, which in turn pumps more oxygen to your brain. Exercise aids in the release of hormones, which provide an excellent environment for the growth of new brain cells. Exercise also promotes brain plasticity by stimulating the growth of new connections between cells in many important cortical areas of the brain. And researchers from the UCLA even demonstrated that exercise increased growth factors in the brain, which makes it easier for the brain to grow new neuronal connections. While researchers are still trying to determine the exact critical factors that make exercise so good for the brain, the focus seems to be narrowing in on increased blood flow to the brain, surges of growth hormones, and a massive expansion of the brain's network of blood vessels. Canadian researchers at McMaster University examined the impact of exercise on the brain, and their new study suggests that the intensity at which we get more movement and exercise in our lives is critical. In their research, they found that seniors who exercised in short bursts of activity saw an improvement of up to 30% in their memory performance, while the participants who worked out at a steady state, moderate level, saw no improvement. Now, Jennifer Heist, the lead author of the study, quoted in Science Daily, said, "There is urgent need for interventions that reduce dementia risk in healthy older adults. This work will help to inform the public on exercise prescriptions for brain health, so they know exactly what types of exercise boost memory and keep dementia at bay." Now, the details of the study went like this. 64 sedentary older adults participated for 12 weeks in one of three groups. The first group was the high-intensity interval training group, or HIIT. The second group was the moderate continuous training group, or MCT. And the third group was full-body stretching routine, or the control group, known as CON. All of the participants were healthy older adults between the ages of 60 and 88 years old. The researchers used a mnemonic similarity task along with go, no-go, and flanker tasks to assess the executive functions. And I'll put links to those in the show notes at quickanddirtytips.com/getfitguy. The participants were all assessed and monitored before, during, and after the 12-week period as they performed their assigned workouts 3 times per week. The group that was given the HIIT protocol performed 4-minute sets of high-intensity intervals on a treadmill with a recovery period between each interval. The MCT, or Moderate Continuous Training group, performed 1 continuous set of moderate-intensity aerobic exercise for about 50 minutes. And the CON, or control group, performed a yoga-like session similar to what you might find in an assisted living facility. Then, to measure the improvements in memory, the researchers used specific tests to assess the function of the newly generated neurons, which are a result of the exercise protocol. The tests can show that the new neurons were more active than the more senior neurons, which indicates that they are ideal for creating new memories. The researchers found in the older adults who are assigned to the high-intensity group, there was a substantial increase in what is called high-interference memory, which is a form of memory that gives us the ability to do things like distinguish between a mountain bike and a road bike of the same make and model, for example. The researchers also found that any improvements in the participants' fitness level were also directly correlated with an overall improvement in their memory performance. Now, once again, Jennifer Heiss, associate professor in the Department of Kinesiology at McMaster University, said, "It's never too late to get the brain health benefits of being physically active, but if you are starting late and you want to see results fast, our research suggests you may want to increase the intensity of your exercise," which actually raises a really important point. High intensity is not a one-size-fits-all scenario. A high-intensity workout means different things to different people. For a, say, 20-year-old track athlete, a high-intensity workout is an all-out killer sprint at breakneck speeds. For the same athlete's 75-year-old sedentary grandmother who may have arthritis in her knees, a brisk aqua jog is high intensity for her. What's important is that the person feels that they're giving the workout their all. To avoid injury, or worse, it is important to tailor the exercise to suit the current fitness level and current health level of the individual. So, adding intensity doesn't have to involve a trip to the track. It can be as simple as adding some hills to your daily walk, or digging in and increasing your jogging pace between street lamps on the street. Remember that the subjects in this study only did 4 sets of 4 minutes with ample recovery time in between to allow their heart rate to come down. There is no need to adhere to a strict Tabata set this time. Exercise is a promising intervention for delaying the onset of dementia. Adding some high-intensity bursts a few times a week is also proving to be an effective way to administer it. Well, that's it for this week, but I want to remind you that the nutrition diva, Monica Reinagel, and I have put together a nice little holiday tips sheet that will help you get through this holiday season without backsliding too much on your fitness and weight loss goals. And you can find it by going to wayless.life/Mary. That's MERRY, Mary. wayless.life/Mary. Now, next week, I'm taking a little break for the holiday, but don't worry, I am reissuing one of my favorite episodes from the last couple of years. I think you're going to love it. So don't forget to tune in. Now, my name is Brock Armstrong. I'm the Get Fit Guy, asking you, how are you going to move to improve your memory?